We're live, you guys, but wait just a second. Hello, 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 and happy Friday, y'all. Thanks for coming through to Larger Curves today. On your way in, hope you smash that like button and smash that subscribe button because you know how much I like to have my button smashed. And ring my bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video and so you can become part of this beautiful community that we're growing over here in these YouTube streets. What's good, y'all? Thanks for coming through. You know who I have here? Obviously, y'all can read. This is Sebastian. Sebastian, say hi to the people.
Hey everyone, how are y'all tonight?
He's so calm. I'm all,
Well, I'm on the East Coast, so it's different.
oh, is that what it is? Is this a California vibe?
The California
I'm
vibe,
sure it is.
it just turned evening for you, so.
Yeah, it's only 6:46. Yeah, you're right. It's 9:46, so it's almost 10 there. Almost 10 there. Let's see. We got a comment. Lauren. Thanks for coming through. I haven't seen a minute or two, boo.
Was that Teresa
Right.
Giudice?
It looks like it does look like Teresa Giudice.
Well,
And
Teresa's very nice to her fans. She's nicer to her fans than her family, so that's a fact.
she knows who butters the bread. She knows who butters the bread. Wow. So, you know what we're here to talk about? It's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Those who know, know, and those who don't need to find out. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It's in its fourth season. And this year, you're on the East Coast and you're loud, right? That's what's up. That's what's up. I think like it's a personal thing. Like, I don't know. People say I'm loud. People say I'm quiet. It depends on what time it is. What's today? Friday? Yeah, it's loud day. It's definitely loud day. So how are you? How was your week this week, Sebastian?
It was good. This was the second week of school for me, so everything was great. It was so good. I love being in school.
Uh-huh.
Which is why I'm thinking of, prolonging that process again. So
Oh, wait. Is it season 5? Did I say that wrong?
no, season 4.
I thought it was season 4. Wait. Hmm. So Mary Cosby is back. That's the only reason I'm watching you guys, is because Mary Cosby has decided to grace my screen again with all of her quirky fabulousness and all of her shade and all of her fashions and all of her God. Her God. I love it. I love that she's back, and I love that she already in the first episode is giving me what I want and giving the people what they need. Okay, what did you think, Sebastian?
Mary is a top tier housewife. When you come in your first season and deliver, you're top tier. And that Mary Cosby is that. She delivered in her first season, so therefore she is an all-star. They got her off. No, I think she left her third season, the second season. She didn't come to the
Uh-huh.
reunion for the second season, so she wasn't here for the third season. But she did this
Yeah.
though. Patience is key. And she got herself back
Mhm.
on the fourth season. I don't care if it's a friend of or whatever. The American people want to see Miriam Cosby. And you know what? And I want the ratings to reflect that. I bet you a lot of people tuned in last night, especially for Miriam Cosby.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna check TV Deets
She
right now
gave
and see
everything,
what's
and I
going on.
love the way they brought her in. They brought her in such a good way.
TV Deets, ratings, Real
Oh,
Housewives,
no, it
Salt
was
Lake
very
City.
low, 431,000 viewers.
Oh, that's not bad. That's how many Real Housewives in New York had.
True.
They were in the fours, and they in their 10th, 11th, so 35th season over there, reboot and all, and they just had 439 last time I looked. So
I like
yeah,
Mary and Cosby. I like Mary.
I love Mary. Love Mary. She's all
She's a good
Mary.
housewife.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Nope, she didn't go to the reunion. That gets you fired. Usually it would get you fired if the people aren't there trying to besmirch your good name and having a smear campaign about you.
That's
Yeah.
what they did to
She,
LGP.
uh-huh. She needed to have a freaking timeout because they were coming with some BS all while they had a real criminal called Jen Shaw. And that's how the season starts, is with Heather getting a call. And no, first it's Sundance season. But that wasn't that interesting. Sundance season. Okay, let's start at the beginning. It starts at Sundance season with Lisa and her husband, and she's like, move that over there, move that up, scoot that over there, put the couch over there. Okay, now do this. And then after you that, do that. And now here, let's do this. And then, okay, oh my God, oh my God. And then let's do this. Oh, that didn't even take long. I'm such an expert at this. I do this and I'm known for being able to pull this together. And I'm known for this in Sundance. And then her and her husband get in the car and he's trying to like talk to her and they keep showing her like ignoring him, being on the phone, talking about wait in the middle of every time he gets ready to talk. But then she does one of her never ending story sentences and then asks him something because she knows she's been talking for a minute. And then the phone will ring right then every time. And she'd be like, wait, I don't know. I don't know. Lisa Barlow. Lisa Barlow. I'm not a fan of Lisa Barlow, actually. Um, I will say that she was kind of looking, were the Oompa Loompas orange? She was kind of looking Oompa Loompa orange. She might want to check that. I'm just saying, I'm serious. It was distracting, you guys. It's the kind of storyline that they're clearly sticking to their roots, okay? So now they go over to Heather. I believe it was Heather next. Um, and Heather was setting up for something at the chateau. Let's call it a chateau. And but that's after, is that when Heather and Meredith met? I have notes here, you guys. They're all over the place like me.
Oh, I know Heather was shoveling her house,
Right, when
and
Meredith came over
Meredith came over, and they went out to
and they were
get something
sitting
to
on the
eat.
porch. Right. Oh, I agree. Mademoiselle is in the house.
Hey,
Lauren's in the
mademoiselle.
house. DV is obviously here. What's good, DV? I didn't think the
Shady.
episode was interesting. I'm not sure if I will watch more episodes. Hi, Larja. She didn't go to the reunion. Um, I'm not watching no cult leader. She's whack. Oh, look at this, Sebastian. Isn't that interesting?
Well, I don't
You
see
know, when
any
you're watching,
charges against her, so
yeah, people were sopping Jen up with a biscuit, and she had charges pending and a full-on
charges, some of
indictment.
them that were up to 30 years, but she negotiated her plea, so
And people were like, "Stand by your criminal. She's so honest, we believe her. The federal agents are stupid as F, and we stand by her." Instead of Mary, who, if there was a crime, believe the feds would love to lock somebody like Mary up.
of
Believe it.
course, they love people of her tone.
They would love to get a woman of color who has a mortgage company and properties and freaking what else does she have? Air all the
Generational wealth.
Oh, those closets and closets full of clothes with tags on them. They would love to impound all of that from Mary on any given day for less than what Jen has done. So believe me, they have looked deep, deep into Mary Cosby and her businesses and obviously come up with nothing. Or else we would have had her getting whisked away from the freaking little minivan and then ending up in court almost getting 30 years like, but let's not watch Mary. Okay. Okay. Everybody, you don't have to, hey, to each their own. But I'm just saying, like, that's like, really? Really? Like, that's so interesting. So because she's back, because a woman who's not a proven criminal is back, you know, we're not going to watch. I'm just finding that really interesting. I would love the ratings to reflect the morals of people in as much as, oh, and then a cult leader. I mean, didn't Heather literally say she grew up in a cult? Cough,
Mm-hmm.
cough, Mormon church.
Yes, that
Cough, cough,
inbred
bad
to them.
Mormon. Cough, cough. Everybody thinks the freaking Mormons is a cult anyway. But we're going to talk about not watching because Mary's church is allegedly a cult. But the cultism that's going on over at the Mormonism, even the Mormons are like, oh, I had to get deprogrammed from that stuff. Mary's a problem. Okay. Okay. To each their own. I love Chevy and I love Lauren. To each their own. Hey, watch what you want to watch. I only spend my brain cells on a couple things too. So by all means, guard your brain cells. And if it's going to eat them up, watching a innocent woman be a friend of a show, I understand. I totally understand. It's your whole choice. Exactly.
Exactly.
There
There
have
has
been
been
no
no charges.
charges.
Also, if that's the case, every church will be charged. Exactly, Mademoiselle A.
Hello. Hello. It's not really a crime if someone gives up their property to a church. Churches get all kinds of donations. Exactly.
That part. Doesn't Kris Jenner have a church that people be giving
Hello, in
money?
her backyard or something like that. I don't know, allegedly. But yeah, it's not a crime. But okay. Mary is good TV. She really is. I love that she's back. And look, I'm reverse. I didn't watch last season. Well, I didn't report on the last season. And I didn't watch in real time because I was in protest that Mary was off and Jen the criminal was on. So there's that. But now I'm watching, like sitting on the edge of my chair waiting for her because I can't wait to see how she gobbles them up and blesses them at the same time. Like, I'm like, this is beautiful. She's great TV. I don't watch any housewife shows, not since Beverly Hills last season. I heard that. Yeah, Beverly Hills last season was treacherous. I'm so glad Lisa Rinna is gone. That piranha, oh my God.
That was a season Erica Jane called Garcelle's son. Told
Yeah, that
Chris
was
about.
Erica, yep, called Garcelle's son, told him to shut the F up or something after she
Get
tried to
the F
jump
out
on
of
the other
here.
one with her no panty wearing ass. Tried to jump on one and verbally molests one and then verbally assaults the other. Okay. And then is mad that Garcelle isn't over it sooner. Talk about privilege. But she doesn't want her son brought up though. But she didn't want her son brought up though. Remember that? Don't you dare talk about my son. Remember that? Mm-hmm. I needed a break. I just watched recaps. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's how I was too. I think I will like Monica because she will go after Lisa. Yes, I already like Monica for that. I do not like Lisa Barlow. I don't really care for her. I'm thinking about leaving my little property to a church because I have no kids. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah. Look, all the people with kids are thinking, I got kids. Look, right? Emmanuel, I sent you the link. So glad Lisa Rinna is gone. Me too. Ooh.
Okay. So after Meredith and Heather, they were having a discussion at that little cafe or something about,
Yeah.
Whitney's comments about her
He
bathing
asked
and
her
her
being
bath
dirty.
being dirty and etc.
Uh-huh.
And Meredith was saying how she's tired of Whitney just saying blatant
Right.
statements without not expecting anything back.
Yeah. I agree. She always turns on the doe eyes. She's like, she all of a sudden she goes from glaring at you to what? You know that what?
I
Where you
hate
look
when she
really
acts so
confused.
dumb. She likes to act
Yeah.
stupid.
Were you talking in English? I'm sorry, slow down. What do you mean? Like, I'm just so yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen with Whitney this season, but that was wrong for to me. I'm just like, why are you in a whole interview? You finally get an interview. Like I've never seen Whitney get interviewed on any of the things I watch, and or even like on People or what's that chair, ET News or something. You know how you catch clips of different interviews, right? And so for Whitney to finally get an interview, did the person ask, what did you think about Meredith's baths for her to bring it up? Or was she wasting her interview time talking about Meredith? You know what I mean? And even if the lady brought it up, if you don't like it, just still talk about you. Be like, oh, I don't like that. She didn't have to go into, oh, it's gross, the DNA. And she's in there with her husband. When she literally, I loved Meredith was like, bacteria in your vagina.
You had sex
So
with your
funny.
you had sex with paint with your husband on national television.
Oh, right. So I don't know, but I felt also like she was looking for something to be mad at. You know what I mean? Like that was a lot of energy for a comment, but maybe she has a thing about being seen as dirty. Maybe she really took it like that bitch was calling me dirty. You know what I mean? And so in that regard, Meredith is entitled to make a mountain out of a molehill because it's a buildup, like you said. She feels like, oh, this lady been messing with me, you guys. She said in that confessional, she's like, and I'm just tired of it. And so then after that, wasn't that the scene where we finally get to meet Angie came in her shoes and looking like she's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. And then the new
Mhm.
lady, Monica, came in. And then Lisa Barlow comes in and they're all sitting in this little restaurant. And the new girl, I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Give me more of her, please, already. As it turns out, she was a witness against Jen in her case, you guys, and now she's on the show. I think that's so fabulously shady. I felt me and Sebastian were talking. We were like, yeah, they need to have one of Erica's alleged victims on the
Victims.
show too. Emmanuel,
Hey guys, what's up?
what's good? What's good? Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, of course.
What did you think about the
Yes, they
episode
need to
so
have
far?
one of
We're
Erica's
just
victims on the
getting
show.
huh?
They need to bring one of Tom Girardi's victims on the show.
Yes. What do you think of that, Emmanuel?
That is such a great idea. I think they did something so smart by bringing in one of Jen's ex assistants who was probably an informant and who has all these dark secrets on Lisa Barlow. I cannot wait.
Me too.
What do you guys think about Lisa Barlow?
I'm Lisa Barno.
Yeah, me too. I
I
mean,
don't
I
like
don't.
her, and that
I.
comment she made about Monica looking more fair-skinned
Mm-hmm.
was very it showed her true colors.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't
she's
dislike her,
getting
but
little,
I'm not a fan.
yeah. Like I can do totally without her.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, she does annoy me a little bit. Like that's how much I don't like her. Like I'm just like she does one little thing and I'm like, oh my God. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Sebastian, we were like, she needs to calm down on the freaking body paint. You know what I mean? Like, because she still doesn't even apply it right. She holds her hand up talking to her husband about all the stuff, and you could like literally see the orange line. Like that time she left her body thigh on the couch at the reunion. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that year? It's like you haven't got it right yet, girl. That's okay. Okay. Lisa Barr, no. That's what I'm saying. So what did you think when Monica came up? What did you think?
I thought she's interesting. She did come a little bit like to a little bit extra, but it is just the first episode, so maybe she. I don't know. I feel like her and Angie K. Mm, I kind of feel like they should have given the other Angie another chance. I kind of liked her, but I'm ready for Monica. I'm ready for her to go there and shake things up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready for her too.
I
And then
personally thought
what were you gonna say?
I personally thought that when Monica's first scene, I will say this: I didn't think Bravo did the right thing by just. I didn't. I felt like it would have been better if we found out later off in the season that she was an informant, not in the first episode. Like, damn, it would have been way better off. It would have been so much of more like a surprise for us to find out that Monica was an informant for Jen Shaw's case. But it was very interesting when she mentioned that she had a friend in the Secret Service who told her to get the hell out.
Yeah.
But did you guys catch when she said I had an entanglement in my relationship? What does that
Yeah.
mean? Did she cheat on
That
her
means
husband?
she had a what's that little boy's name? Autumn, Austin. What's his name? The
Oh,
Oh,
one
August
Jada
Alsina?
August Alsina. Yes. So she must have got busy with somebody who wasn't her
Mm.
husband. They got a divorce and then they got remarried.
Oh, well,
and now they're getting a divorce again.
Yeah. And she has four girls with him.
wow.
So that's a story too. Wonder what's going on over there. I don't know. I don't know. But the next scene after that was we were just getting to they were all sitting at the table and talking about I thought it was so interesting. You guys, did you know that Angie and Lisa have been friends for years and years and years? Or was this the first time we're hearing it?
I didn't know. I thought she was Jen's friend the last season. All of a sudden they're
That's
besties now? What?
at the table when they were all three at that table, she said to Monica, "Oh, we've known each other for years and years."
Hmm.
And that's what me and Sebastian said. We were like, didn't she come in as Jen's friend? I wonder why. If you guys been friends for years and years, because I'm noticing that Angie is looking like she might be sticking out of Lisa's butt, being nose brown nosing her the whole time. Oh, you're a star. The book is all about you. And just everything she says she's with. I'm like, okay, Angie, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? But I didn't know that either, you guys. I was like,
It's
okay,
so
the
weird.
plot, yes, the plot thickens. So then, after they left the restaurant, because not much else happened at the restaurant, Lisa said something, but like I said, I don't really listen to her, and I turned her down to a one, so I have no idea what she said at that table. But I know Angie said what she said. The lady said she was in the witness thing. And then we go over to, wasn't that when they finally get to the chateau? I believe
No, that
so.
you're forgetting when
Oh,
Mary
then
came.
Meredith and Mary. So then Meredith is at a freaking shop And her little shop is so quaint. She's like, okay, it was taking two people to put rings on a freaking stand. And I loved their intensity. It was very, I was like, well, that must be why it costs so much. Like, you are really into making sure that's perfectly placed. And here comes Mary, couldn't get in the door. That was hilarious. Classic Mary, quirky classic Mary. Your door needs to get fixed. First thing she's like, your door. She didn't even get a hello good. She was like, your door. And then they decided to go um, grab some coffee over there. And they were having the conversation. And Meredith was like, oh, we need to catch up. And Mary was like, you need to tell me what's going on with the group. I don't need, you need to tell me what's going on. You know, like I'm the one that's been out of the circle. So I thought that was great to see, Mary. What'd you guys think? Were you guys like, I was literally, I had a big smile on my face. I was feeling it. I was like waiting to hear what she was going to say. I was like, how's she coming in? What did you guys think of Mary's return?
I loved it. I do think it was a missed opportunity not to make her into a full time housewife. I think that would have been better. But you know what? Even as a friend of the show, I'm happy she's back. I think she's going to save this season. And just like you said, Curves, the way she walked in, just classic Mary with that funny shade. And even how they did her entrance with like all the like the lines that she said in the past. I really like how they did that. And she said she didn't know if her son was married or had a girlfriend. I love Mary Cosby.
Definitely. What do you have to say, Sebastian?
Mary is the moment of Salt Lake City, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She is the moment. And that first little scene when she was doing that door, it reminded me of so many scenes. It just brought me back to like the first thing about, oh, you smell like hospital. And
Yes.
it just reminded me of so many things. And her
Uh,
is just that's what makes her a good housewife, her authenticity. Mary doesn't have to look for anything. She doesn't have to search for anything. It's just there. It's just there and she bursts it out. She I love Mary. I love Mary. And I know she did mention that about Robert Sr., her husband being away and how she likes it. Well, when you get older, each people have different adventures that they want to do. So I kind of see why she probably is happy that her husband's away.
yeah, that's what Mademoiselle is saying too. Definitely. I was thinking that, DV, that
I think it was
I'm
her
thinking
choice.
it was her choice. I'm thinking it was her choice more than their choice. And that's how she keeps her power to be able to not show up, to not participate, to leave early. You know what I mean? And I definitely, after the people literally, she literally left having glass thrown at her and nobody checking on her.
That's
By
true.
that racist woman.
Yeah.
I wonder what she's up to.
I think she shaved no, she cut her hair and everything. She looks a little different. Because she cut her hair because her hair was falling out, she said.
Who,
Oh,
Jenny went?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, really?
Yep.
Oh.
knowing Bravo, I won't be surprised if she somehow comes back in a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Remember when we forgot to say that comment about when Monica was like, Jen never told him anything nice about the girls.
Mm.
I was like, ooh, that's what Emmanuel was referring to because, ooh, we cannot wait to find out what Jen said about these girls. Do you think it's true though? I mean, like, Jen is a liar, you guys. She said she wasn't guilty too. You know what I mean? Like, can we really believe it? Are you gonna, you know what I mean? What do you think? Can we, or is it with a grain of salt at least?
I can believe because the thing is, Jen doesn't lie about other people. Jen lies about herself.
Oh,
Because I remember
Ah,
when she brought out that Whitney's husband is involved in some sort of MLM thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
How did that investigation go? That's what I want to know.
right. I don't know. I really don't know. So, okay, after that, we get over to the fresh start party. And she was hoping that everybody could mend a fresh start, specifically her and Whitney. And I don't know. What did you think about that?
I personally don't want to see any more Whitney and Heather fights. Like we already saw that last season. We had to see it in the Ultimate Girls Trip. It's really annoying.
Mhm.
So I hope that they just make up and shut up about it already.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just like, still, what are you fighting about? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So, because to me, that whole argument that I thought it was about, Whitney started that BS.
Yes, she
Whitney
did.
started it.
About the rumor
And
about
that's how,
Lisa Barlow taking someone with some for jazz tickets for Utah Jazz tickets.
yes.
Oh yes, yes, yes. At the
She
basketball.
said that out of her mouth and then got mad at Heather because Heather wasn't like, oh, I heard that too.
Defending her.
How is that a real fight, you guys? Now you betrayed me so much. I'm like, this shit is fake. How are they so mad? How is Whitney still pretending to be so mad? That's what I don't understand. Heather seems as confused as the rest of us. So she's like, what? But okay. But the Fresh Start Party, I thought it was nice. There was this other lady who didn't say anything. Did you notice her? And she was fabulous. I was like hoping she would have said something. She had on like a fur collar, snowsuit, and she was sitting across from Mary at one time. Speaking of when Mary
Ooh,
walked in, Speaking of when Mary walked in, so everybody arrives, you guys. Everybody arrives. Oh hi, oh hi, oh hi. And then Mary walks in, and so many. It wasn't oh hi from over there. I don't know if that was edited. I'm not sure. It could have been edited, but they did not look pleased to see Mary. And I believe didn't somebody's confessional say why is she here? I was like,
mhm.
they didn't know she was coming back. How brilliant. How freaking
Mary is the
brilliant.
one who fought for Mary to come back. Because I
Yep.
remember when someone replied under her Instagram post about something. Someone said, "Can you please bring Mary back?" And she was like, "I'm trying."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, I've totally forgot to tell you guys about there was a scene where Heather's on the phone and production picks up these cameras that are by their feet and they try to barge into a room where they find Heather on a patio talking about, oh my God, how can she do this to us? Oh my God. And that was all about the gin thing. And so the fresh start party, Mary immediately calls Heather over and was like, right back to Mary. So how do you feel about gin? I was like, that is TV gold. See, because she's doing full-time housewife stuff already. You're right. She's going to earn whatever check she gets because that's a full-time housewife job right there. None of the other housewives had done that to that point to see where she was with Jen like that and just sat down with her like that. That we saw. Did we see it?
How are you with Jen?
Yeah. I haven't seen you. I'm coming. I'm crashing your party. How are you and Jen? I loved it. That was really shade. That was so much shade.
And Heather was all up Jen's ass, and that was
Yeah.
But did you notice that when Mary asked Meredith if she still talked to Jen, Meredith didn't really say no. She was just like, there's really nothing to talk about. Which I mean, if she were in contact with her, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, they were friends. So, but I
Yeah.
did catch that.
Oh, look, I took it as she. Why would she have talked to her? There's nothing to talk about, so no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you think it meant, Sebastian?
About Meredith's response,
Yeah,
I thought that she didn't really. I think a lot of people who were defending Jen and everything, like they all thought that Jen would have some form of innocence and etc.
yeah.
But I don't think Meredith, like Heather, was the only one who thought that Jen would never go to jail. Meredith was already ready for all that because, mind you, in the season when Jen did get arrested, she was like, "Well, she was flagged at Louis Vuitton for paying cash a lot."
Oh,
She did say that. Meredith said it.
Yeah.
Meredith. I had a feeling that Meredith was probably going to inform it herself. But then Meredith was saying how like she didn't really she couldn't be an informant. It wouldn't make sense for her to be an informant because like the FBI was investigating Jen for over 10 years.
Hmm.
I mean, the Southern District was investigating Jen over 10 years.
Yeah,
That's how you know they're going to come something hard. They're going to come with something hard for you if it's 10 years.
yeah. They were not happy to see her. It's Utah, alienating a person of color. Yup, yup, yup. Um, when Mary did walk in before she had that little chat, they had a confessional with Lisa where she did the list, the text messages she had gotten from Mary in the meantime.
She deserved it.
mm-hmm.
Lisa,
It
you're
was
the
at
biggest.
her event that Jenny Wynn had a pass to be disrespectful and throw a glass at her.
Yup. So she was like, "You're the biggest idiot. You're a black widow. You're the biggest liar in Utah." It went on and on. I was like, well, she's entitled to her opinion. She did go through a lot of extra steps to try to, I mean, she literally was trying to like be the feds against Mary while the feds were being the feds against Jen. Like that was so weird to me. That's weird, you guys.
And I want to say this, and this goes especially to that guy who was trying to say that Mary is dangerous and etc. Where are you now? Where are you now?
Didn't he
Hmm.
pass away?
Yes,
Yes, he
Emmanuel,
did.
he's being horrible.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did, Emmanuel.
He's
Yes, he
being
did.
horrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Heather is coming off
I'm
this
sorry,
tape.
but you know Mary said it herself. If you come after me, I'll send Jesus after
Jesus
you.
after you, yeah.
Yeah.
And Jen
Yeah.
tumbled down. He tumbled down. Jenny tumbled down. It's only a matter
Yeah.
of time before we hear Lisa. Something comes out about Lisa. Just
Mm-hmm.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 Oh, but did you believe that Heather said it feels like a weight was lifted, or was she just saying that for the camera? When her response to Mary was that it feels like a weight is lifted now that Jen is gone.
I do believe her because I feel like even though she was good friends with Jen, it was very obvious it was a toxic friendship. It was
Yeah.
always something with Jen. So I do
Uh-huh.
feel like in a sense Jen not being in the group is probably a weight off their shoulders. Like they don't have this constant toxicity. So I do think there's some truth to that.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a little convenient because she had made a reference one time to something about her faith was the reason she had to stick and believe by Jen, but she was like one of the ringleaders against Mary, so it was completely contradictory. You know what I mean?
There's that.
Like,
Yeah.
so to me, it's more of a convenient statement now because she said and acted the way that she did with being Jen's ally so strong. Like that, I mean, what kind of freaking storyline was that going to turn out to be? She thought she was going to be the one that was like, "Oh, I stuck by you," and it was going to be a parade. Jen didn't like her. Like,
No, Jen was using her. Heather's dumb at Heather and Whitney, since they're inbred and they're related through an incestuous way, because this is the way Lisa Barlow said. That's how Heather are
yeah.
related to. That's how Heather is related to Whitney, is due to an incestuous cousin marriage, something like that. So
No way. Is that how they're related? It is
that's
inbreeding?
what Lisa said. Lisa said they're related through some incestuous cousin marriage or something.
Wow.
Lisa knows
Wow.
Heather because they went to college together. I think they went to BYU together. So I think that Heather, her clocks don't tick right.
Hmm.
They're not going clockwise in her brain. Because I don't know in what way or hell do you think I would have continued on believing someone who's being investigated by the Southern District of New York that has a 98% conviction rate?
Uh,
And the main reason why is because that they don't the Southern District investigates for a long time. They want to make sure that they can bring you to jail. That little
yeah.
2% that you see is only due to mistrial.
Yeah, and that's some weird fluke, probably. Yep. That's crazy. Hmm. Well, let's see how it all plays out if there's any residual. And also on top of my other statement about how I feel like it's all just for now that she looks this way, so is this freaking move on party. She doesn't want anybody to talk about her supporting Jen. That's what that was. That was a STFU party. Let's just leave it all here. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Mhm.
she doesn't. She doesn't. And I don't even think she wants to even talk about Jen in the first place. Because you know what? She probably has gone to visit Jen in Texas at the Bryant Federal Prison Center. She
Yeah,
probably
they
She
probably
has.
have. And Meredith
she
too.
probably was. Yeah,
I think Sharif said that Mary called. I think Mary called. Meredith and Heather have gone visited.
yeah. But not Lisa, huh?
Oh no.
Nope.
She said they haven't spoke since, what did she say? Since last, I don't remember, but she says she hasn't spoken in a long time.
What happened to the other girl who replaced Jenny, the Vietnamese girl, but she came as a friend of?
Donna,
Dana, yes.
they got rid of her, but she's really good friends with Monica. So if you remember last season, Donna was telling Whitney that she was friends with an informant. So that's probably who she was talking about. Remember that?
Oh, wow. Small world. Yeah,
Yep.
I
They
do.
they posted a picture together. I wonder why they didn't bring her back.
Huh.
Angie K is the one who didn't come back though.
She shouldn't have?
She didn't want to come back due to I think her son being diagnosed with autism and her husband being diagnosed with autism as well as an
Hmm.
adult.
Oh, Angie H. Angie
Angie
Harrington.
H. Yeah, H,
Yeah.
not K. H.
Wow. What did you guys think when Meredith pulled Lisa to the side? Like Meredith, I like Meredith, you guys. I don't
I
know
do too.
why. I like Meredith. And not just because she likes Mary, because even when I would watch off when it would count last season, um, I still liked Meredith. I enjoy everything about Meredith except for the freaking feathers. Calm
The
down on
feathers can be
the
outrageous at times.
yeah, they get a little outrageous, Meredith, But other
It's an
than that,
addiction.
she's awesome. So she pulled her over to the side and she's like, I feel like we've tried to find a resolution within the group and it hasn't really worked for us. I felt like that was big girl panty time. She's right. When they get in front of the group, I feel like it's really easy for especially this group of women to not just sit by quiet when these two start getting at each other. So that's smart for her to want to have a one-on-one with Lisa, and Lisa seemed like, oh, great, you know. Um, huh. I don't know. I don't know. I think that that's Meredith being smart and keeping it from like Whitney can get messy, you guys. And she's already mad at Whitney. So next is where she goes over to the bar where Whitney is. And of course, Heather likes to start fires and then run away. So Heather says, "Oh, it's not Special K." And of course, that makes Meredith bring up her issues with Whitney, who implied that Meredith did Special K or said straight out that she did Special K to somebody before. In addition to, you said my sturdy B. So I was like, oh my gosh. And then Whitney has this thing where she will do everything she does and then be like, what I do. So I was
Yeah, it's
glad that
so
Meredith got it
dumb.
together.
I hate when she does that. I really do. Whitney irks me on this TV screen when she acts stupid.
Yeah. Do you think she's interesting at all?
No, no.
Nope.
And I don't even know why she's trying to bring this whole she's probably getting divorced with her husband storyline that I'm trying to see. I'm like,
Well, I think it's because she can't talk about her healing journey for 4 years straight. So she needs to come up with something new. But she takes no accountability for what she does. The act is getting a little old. And
Mhm.
why is she going around talking about what Meredith did with her husband if they wanted to take a bath together? Like, if her husband doesn't want to take a bath with her, like, that's their problem. But to insinuate that you're dirty or, like, that it's filthy, you listen, I understand why Meredith was mad about that.
Yeah, completely. What about you, Sebastian?
Whitney, I can't pay her mind. Even on the Ultimate Girls Trip, I didn't even like her. What she said after what Alexia said, because Alexia spoke facts. How you gonna
Hmm.
feel when your children know that you always on national television naked, stripping,
Oh,
dancing
yes,
all over the
Alexia.
pole?
Alexia Marisol said
And then she had the audacity to come to Alexia. Well, how do you think your children feel to know that their dad that you were with a drug dealer? And I'm like, it's not the same thing. You're all on. Did you not hear about that kid who was at school? I think he's 12, and his mother does OnlyFans, and one kid at school showed him his mother's OnlyFans page, and he unalived himself.
damn.
Oh gosh,
It was
that's
that
crazy.
bad. Yeah. So obviously you can't be out in these streets acting. Whitney's a problem, and Bravo needs to get her off my screen. And I do think one day Whitney is going to be a liability, just as Brandy Glanville is. She is probably going to be touchy soon.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
She does have Brandy Glanville vibes, you know,
Yep,
except
she
for she
does.
lies. Brandy Glanville, that's one thing. Brandy Glanville don't be lying. She hasn't been a liar. That's one thing so far. Um,
That's true.
uh-huh. So I liked when they finally went over and got the snowballs and took it out with the snowballs and had their way with each other's heads. Unfortunately, freaking Whitney must have used to play softball or hardball because she was pegging them. She was pegging them. Bam, bam, bam. No, I didn't see anybody land as many as Whitney. Did you guys?
No,
I was cracking up. I was like, oh,
Her
that's too
demons
bad.
helped her.
Her demons helped her. Like angels in the field. Her demons went and got them and pegged them extra hard on their heads. I was glad Mary decided to sit in because Whitney would have really tried to get her. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, and then they all eventually ended up in on the ground in the snow, rolling around like snow bunnies, like literal snow bunnies, you guys. And they were just having the best time. And Heather was laughing about how it looked like Lord of the Flies. I was like, oh, that was a cute little scene. I enjoyed the first episode. I liked it. I felt like it was full. It was a good introduction. Congratulations on Heather's house, by the way. That was beautiful,
Yes,
especially
it's a
yep.
after
beautiful
living in that
house.
other house. with raising three girls in that other house, and now they're all leaving, and you have a 7,000 square foot house. That's what's up. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's up.
We already know what
So,
Heather's going to be doing in that house with a bunch of men.
getting her groove on. Now
Didn't
go
she
for it,
say that
Heather.
when she went on her mission? Because Mormons do a mission. Didn't
Yeah.
she say that she I think she went to France or Mexico, or she had a connecting flight somewhere. I think in Mexico she had a connecting flight to France, and she met this guy and she slept with him.
What?
Heather said something about that during her mission, or some on her way to her mission, something on that lines.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to search for that. I don't know. She does seem
Isn't
like
Lisa's
she.
son going to do a mission?
Yeah, Lisa's son's going to do a mission. He didn't
Oh
want to go to
God,
Yeah,
college.
he was very upset about that. He's like, "We're not. I'm not like you and Dad." Ooh, I bet that stung.
he wants to do a mission. That's interesting.
Yeah, he is going on a mission, and he was been has been practicing for a year.
I wonder what
So
country he's gonna go to.
Yeah, me too.
that's kind of exciting to be able to go and do what you love to do, meet people. Yep, yep. If that's what's on his heart, you know me. Do what makes your heart sing. So that was the first episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm just happy Mary's back. Everybody else is kind of a blur, but I can see Meredith. Oh, and Monica. Monica. That's pretty much it. The other ladies were kind of blurry, or I have them turned down to a one. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are I also really enjoyed the first episode, even though the ratings were horrible. I don't understand why, because it was really good. But maybe people watch it
Right.
on Peacock. But anyways, I liked it. I love seeing Mary Cosby come back, and I am with you. I'm looking forward to see Mary, Meredith, and Monica.
For real. Well, earlier before I think it was right before you got here, people were saying this about they're not watching that, um, and that they
Oh,
watched and then they
right.
didn't think it was interesting.
Okay,
Well,
let's
I
talk.
think, go
Let's talk
ahead.
about the cult thing because I know that somebody did an expose on Mary and they interviewed the cousins and the uncle and the brothers, mom's brothers, uncle. Listen, this is what I said about Sheree too because we were talking about this yesterday about that guy who wants to sue her. Or he's going around YouTube and stuff. Look, you can come and tell your story. That's perfectly fine. But if you're not going to put any sort of legal action behind it, then
Right.
to me, it's not that credible. Sorry.
I agree. I'm like, take it let the law handle it.
Mm-hmm. And if they got
Not when the
Jen
person's
Shaw,
on a national television show. But the thing is, it's different with Sheree's situation. Is because Sheree has a history of not paying people. That's the different thing. With legal receipts as well. Just letting you know that, Manuel. It's different between Sheree and Mary's co-allegations. Mary, they have not charged her. They have not done anything legally towards her. Her
right?
family only comes out when she's on a TV show, but Sheree has gone through certain things of not paying people. There have been liens on Sheree before. That's why her house is allegedly on her mother's name.
I want to know how she gets her money, but that's a whole different conversation.
Who, Sheree?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe her stuff is selling. Doesn't she have a book too? People forget she has that book.
yeah.
I bought
Where
it
when
when it first came out.
Melody went to
They
go,
got her book. Yeah, maybe she still gets a little money from that. Maybe she has investments. She has
Back
been,
pay child support.
uh-huh.
oh, did you guys see the statement Marlo put out
About what?
Um, I didn't
Instagram?
read it good. Let's go see. I did see hear that she put out a
Did you guys hear
statement
about Kevin
about the
Costner's
narrative.
wife and how she's not getting the child support that she wanted? Oh Lord, she wanted $175,000. They were originally going to give her 125, but because she was looking for too much, they struck that
Uh,
shit down. Now she's only
Damn,
getting $63,000 per month for in child support.
that's a lot
yeah.
of money still.
That's enough. That's enough money. It's enough.
Hmm.
The kids are not that young.
Oh, you know
Okay.
another reason why I love Mary is that she doesn't like Kenya more. Did you see that,
She
Sebastian?
doesn't? I didn't know.
I know she
Oh,
doesn't like Kenya more. It's completely
yeah,
okay.
they did an interview and they said to Mary, they asked her, "Who can't you stand from the Housewives?" And Mary said, "Kenya." Ugh, I can't stand that woman. I'll try to send it to you. It was so funny.
Oh, that's
I know.
hilarious.
I
Look, I'm
know
doing.
Mary doesn't like Kenya, but it's completely okay because Kenya lives in a lot of people's minds rent
And
free.
neither does
So that's why she's
Garcelle. I
not
don't
here.
think Garcelle likes her either.
Yeah, I don't think they like each other because she's
No,
never.
Kenya likes Garcelle. They were hanging out. What are you guys talking about?
Are you
Oh,
sure?
really?
Because Kenya made a whole thing
Gertie. I
about.
think you mean Gertie. Gertie doesn't like Kenya.
No, no, no. I'm talking about Garcelle because remember Kenya said publicly that she thought Garcelle was playing the race card on Beverly Hills and she was wrong. Because Kenya is like Erica Jane sympathizer. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
that disappoints me at times. I love Kenya, but at times she does things that are wrong. I hope you can say that the same way you say about Sheree. You love
Oh, for
Sheree.
sure. I don't even like Sheree that much. You know, I like Phaedra and I like Karen Huger. Those are the ones I'll fight for,
Oh, I love
like
Karen Huger.
blindly. Oh, did you see the Phaedra, the official thing that they put for Married to
Phaedra's gonna
Medicine?
try to come for Dr. Heavenly Curves, and I'm just hoping.
Yeah, it's great. Dr. Heavenly went live about it today. She's like, we're giving the people what they need. We're giving the people what they need. And that Phaedra's great television, and she's a great addition to the show. And that, yeah, she was very. Oh, this is 4 weeks ago, and that she's here for it. It was such a good idea. She thinks it was brilliant for Bravo to put Phaedra over there, and hopefully it'll bring the ratings up because they deserve some shine, and that hopefully it'll come from this. And I agree. I hope so. That was actually brilliant. I'm looking forward to
Yeah, I
it.
hope
Are you
she's
guys looking
actually
forward
I
to it?
hope she's actually engaged with medicine or married to medicine. But a lot of things we don't know about Phaedra, so
Well, um, she has a Juris Doctorate. That's a doctor. I know it's not the same, but
she has
I
a
wonder
what?
a Juris Doctorate. I wonder if she still works in that funeral business she had. Remember?
Oh,
The
yeah, I
funeral.
forgot
Well,
Phaedra's.
yeah. I don't know. Does she still have it?
I'm not. I don't know.
A lot of
I
the
was
Atlanta housewives are
started
are, are, are,
collecting
are
kind of.
Erica sympathizers. It's not just Kenya. A lot of them are sympathizers for Erica. I don't know why. You know who else sympathizes
Maybe
Erica?
Morgan
Who?
Lee's in the house. What's
I
good?
think Erica said that Kenya called her when everything was falling out. So did Candy. So did Cynthia. I think
Oh,
Mimi called her too.
Oh wow.
oh,
Robin
that
likes
could be
Erica too.
Robin.
Robin, the Robin that we know, Robin from Potomac, the liar.
Robin,
Oh,
the
oh,
starless
okay.
woman.
Well, she can have her because her tickets are only $1. We can all go have her.
That's crazy. That's so embarrassing.
That was
Mademoiselle H, no
crazy.
one has seen this doctor that Phaedra is allegedly dating. No one has seen this doctor. Everyone's trying to figure out who this doctor is.
That's why I love Phaedra. She'll keep you in the dark. Oh my God, I love her.
You know who else keeps things in the dark?
Who?
Criminals.
Well, you
Criminals.
know what? She's smart enough to not have been caught all these years. So
Did you guys see that Sutton was like, "Oh, does anybody want to go see Erica Jane?" She said,
yes,
"I could float that." It was hilarious to the audience. She was going to pay for the audience to go see her. It was hilarious because the tickets are only $1.
Hmm. Cynthia has been hanging out with the Beverly Hills women, and Sutton said that Cynthia is going to be in that episode that they're calling it the Dinner from Hell or something like that. Cynthia's going to be on that.
Really
Yeah. So that's interesting.
interesting. What you say?
I have to go, guys. It was nice talking to all of you about
Okay, we're gonna wrap it
RHOSLC.
up. I was
This was
just gonna say,
necessary because I love Salt Lake
I
now that
appreciate you
Mary's back.
coming. I'm so glad Mary's back and that we got to talk about it. All three of us love her so much, and we were so disappointed how things went down.
Yep.
And this is like full on, what's that word called? Redemption.
Hmm.
Full on redemption. And I love seeing her back. And it's already changed the energy having knowing that I won't have to see Jen. You know what I mean? Definitely. But real quick, Erica Mena got fired from one more show, you guys. She has been in this series called Hush,
Hmm.
and it was going to premiere later this year. And the production company said they don't condone her reprehensible comments, and they're pulling her from the cast. So it continues, you guys. Anyway, smash my buttons on the way out, ring my bell, go over to Manny's TV. He has his YouTube channel in these streets. No, Manny's TV Talk, right?
Yes.
Manny's TV Talk, and smash his buttons, ring his bell, listen to his POV. He keeps it short over there. He's not
Yeah.
all long-winded like this. So you guys will love it. Okay? Anyway, Curvies, smash the button. See you in the next video. Have a great weekend. Oh, yeah. And I'm having an insurance drive tomorrow. Insurance is so important. Mims just did a live. He was doing a fundraiser for a mother who died and left 3 children. Insurance can help you not have to have a fundraiser, you guys. Insurance can help you not have to have a fundraiser, a GoFundMe, or anything. Okay. And it doesn't cost as much as people think. And there are many ways to protect your family. We get insurance for our phones, people. That woman that just died and had 3 kids, I bet she died with insurance on her phone. But now she needs a fundraiser. Okay. Hello? We got to get our priorities straight, people. We got to get our priorities straight. Anyway, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, larger curves, I'm going to have my first annual Liam Life Insurance Awareness Month live insurance drive virtual marathon where I will answer questions. You know, I'm licensed in many states, 8 states, and I'll have my associate on who's licensed in every state. And we'll have our other team members on, and we'll be able to answer your questions. Everybody check page 3 of any policy you have. That's how it tells you how it's cashing out and what you can expect to have I'll tell you the rest tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.